everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is your words are spells and curses. Your words are spells and curses. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now to get us started, I did pull a video. Let's watch this short video, and we have a letter. And then we're going to dive right into this subject. Your words are spells and curses. Here we go.
On my mama, on my kids, on my this, on my that. Stop doing that. That's a contract. You have to remember that Satan is the accuser of the brethren. And he will use every one of your words against you, whether you are ignorant of what you're saying or not. Stop following these demonic trends. I didn't want to take it here, but there are people who are 6 feet under because you said stuff like, I promise to God on my grandma, I promise on my mama, I promise on my children. And you didn't even realize that Satan was capturing your words so that he can use them against you. Now you end up with a family member who's fighting for their life simply because you released a curse against them. What's crazy these days is that we've actually made a trend out of speaking curses over people in their faces and behind their backs. Saying stupid stuff like, you know that girl ain't got no sense. Or you're dumb. Then again, you say stuff like, I'm dying. And you think because it's a trend, it has no power? Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat the fruit thereof. You let them speak word curses over your children. Talk about he's so bad. Or look at that little heifer over there referring to your daughter. That little tongue of yours can do major damage to your life and the lives of others.
Okay, let's dive into this letter. I'm a 30-year-old woman that needs advice on my mother. I lied on her and her husband when I was 5 years old and said that they molested me when they didn't. Not sure where the lie came from. I did watch porn with my brothers at a young age, 3 years old, and then my brother touched my private part at 3 as well. Anyway, I grew up living with my aunts because my mother was on drugs and out of jail. So when I went back with her, I was scared because she had guns under the bed, and I didn't feel safe at home with her and her husband, who was also a drug dealer. Furthermore, this lie dragged on until I was 18. I told the truth to my family that she didn't molest me. I know my mother has gone through a lot, but I thought that we could reconnect when I was 18. My mother has been causing drama ever since she came back into me and my family's lives. She would talk about me badly to my aunt and wanted me to join along, which I did, and then would tell my aunt that I was talking about her that way so that my aunt could kick me out of her house. Currently, she is asking my twin sister if she can see my children because she misses them. But I do not want to do so because she told me that since I lied on her those many years ago, the same lie will happen to my children. What happened to her, if it doesn't happen to me, it will happen to my children. Please give me some advice. Okay. All right, right off the bat, she cursed you at the end. That's what that is. She cursed your whole family. Okay? So that somebody will suffer being lied upon because that's what happened to her. That's what she did in the end. Now, for you, you're 30 years old now. This is your mother, and she has a toxic past. Toxic. Which means that you grew up in this toxicity. And, with you lying and all that, you're only 5 years old. At 5, I can hardly remember what I did at 5 years old. Maybe you just recanted your story. Maybe it did happen. And you just wanted to make amends with your mother. And that's why you came up at 18 and told a different tale. Okay? Because children that age don't usually lie. This is what I'm saying. You know, very young like that. And I'm sure that's why the authorities took what you said to be true. They could see that somebody in that house had been touching you. Okay? So, anywho, the thing about this is I agree with you. Maybe you should kind of distance yourself from your mother. Because she's angry. She's very angry. Now, for you, you need to heal. You need to heal from these childhood situations that happened in your life. Now, you're 30 now. You didn't tell me if you're married, you know, how many children you have. You just told me about your mother. You can't help your mother. If that's what you want to know. There's nothing that you can do or say that's going to change your mother. You already apologized for the lie. If it was a lie. Anyway, you said it was a lie. You already apologized to your mother. That's all you can do. Once you apologize wholeheartedly to the people that were affected by this lie, then you're out of it. You let it go, whether they can accept your apology or not. As long as it was a heartfelt apology, you're free from it. The burden is off you. Now, it's up to them to accept your apology, forgive or whatever, or not. It's on them now. The ball is in their court. And for you, let it go. Don't keep apologizing. Once you apologize, let that be it. There's no need to keep begging people to accept your apology. Okay? Now, as far as your children are concerned, yeah. With you being molested by your family, somebody in your family has been touching you. Okay? Your children don't need to be around that. At all. At all. And if they're at grandma's house, no telling what would happen at grandma's. And you leaving them over there at grandma's and all that, might not be a good idea. Love your children and keep them safe. And for you, you need to heal. You need to start on your spiritual path so that you can heal all those childhood wounds that you may still be carrying. You didn't talk anything about your marital status, if you have a husband there, or if it's just you and your kids. But from your past, I'm sure that you could use some healing. And in the description, all the way at the bottom, I do have a video how I started my spiritual healing, my spiritual journey. You know, watch that if you haven't watched it. Because I had a lot of childhood wounds that I wasn't even aware that affected the way that I was living my life. It affected my whole reality because I was poor, sad, mad, stressed out, and everything else. But once I got on my spiritual journey, the load got lifted. It really did. Now, this is important. The title of this video, and I don't want to get way off, is Your Words Are Spells and Curses. People, remember, you can speak what you desire and attract it to you. You can speak curses on people, and a lot of times you do it without even realizing you're doing it. When you say, she's stupid. She's so fat. Look at that pig. That's a curse and a spell. Don't gossip about people. That's what you're doing. You're casting spells on people when you gossip about them and then you get a chuckle about it. Yeah, it's a spell. Your words are more powerful than you realize they are. And in the letter, your mother, she's just spouting, but she cursed you. But that doesn't mean it's going to come to fruition because you are aware of it. So then you guard yourself accordingly. You guard yourself accordingly. She's already told you what the curse is. Okay? But that doesn't mean that she has the power to make it to come to fruition. Get on your spiritual path and it will guard you from a lot of curses that people put on you all the time. Spells people put on you all the time. Say that certain people are poor. That's a curse. That's a curse. And if the people believe the curse, it becomes reality. You understand? So if someone is putting you down all the time, if you believe what they're saying is true, it will be true. That's the thing about a spell and a curse and people's words. So whatever your mother's saying, like I said, she's just spouting. But again, protect yourself from things that people say and things that people do. Because we don't realize that our negative talk to ourselves, we are cursing ourselves. When we sit around and say, I can't, I'm not that, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not young enough, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not. That's a curse and a spell on yourself. People know that what comes out of your mouth. And I did a video on this saying that your word is your wand. It's like a magic wand. Whatever you say, whatever you do, you're either blessing or cursing people. That's the point. I hope that you understand the video today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Your words are spells and curses. So watch out. Because remember, whatever you put out is going to come right back to you. So if you go around with your words, which is your wand, casting spells and curses on people, guess what? It's going to boomerang right back to you. So just try to make sure whatever you say is for the good of all. So when that karma wheel comes back, it's going to come back with blessings. I hope you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. And don't forget your caps. They're available in my online store, and you'll find the link right in the description. I appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.